project managing at the beginning. But once it's launched, whose job is it to keep an eye on this thing that's been built? So for this diagram, this is just to give you a sense of how we started and what we set out as our life cycle that we then ask people about. And if you do this for yourselves, you may certainly want to change what these are that you will ask about. So by surveying faculty on 4 campuses and conducting lots of interviews, we did learn a bunch of things that places had in common. People have tossed around this number of 50% of faculty are doing digital humanities. Now, here's the time where I get to say publicly that's a pretty quirky sample we used. We had 4 campuses only, and each campus only surveyed a few disciplines, a few departments, and we actually encouraged them to choose the departments where we thought we had the most activity. So that number is likely to be high, but it was intentionally high. We wanted to look for where there was activity so that we could look deeper and find out more. When you do it, you may choose a much broader base so that you actually get a number and you'll see differences among departments. You know, just given how much activity we saw, so this engagement with projects, what that looked like to us was, you know, everyone said they were doing something. But that something could have been opening a spreadsheet, you know, or developing a Word document. But 50% felt they were building something. They were building something that was intended for public use, and that the thing they were building they intended to have long-term needs. So that's where we felt this was extremely interesting. That said, not every project, when we looked very closely at what they were, some of them were very, very complex and would pose real sustainability challenges. But one of the things you might find when you do this is that not all of them are like that. Many were fairly simple, done using